Okay, back for some more Ravnica Allegiance draft. Um, so a little bit short on time because I had some recording trouble, but I don't think I'm interested in Nikia. Colt Guildmage seems pretty good, but it is double color straight off. As far as like single color goes, I think I'd probably like Watchdog over Enforcer. Hmm. It's probably just the Guildmage, though. I do think the Guildmage is reasonably powerful. Okay, so now we have Collision Colossus. I guess this is a pretty efficient combat trick. Not the most exciting thing ever, though. I do think Galloping Lizrog seems pretty good. Duelist seems okay. Maybe we take Lizrog. Obviously it doesn't intersect with the Guildmage we took, but I do think that both of these seem pretty good. And right now I'd rather just be open. Okay. I think Applied Biomancy seems pretty decent. Grotesque Demise seems decent, and that's kind of it. Huh. I guess we'll just take Applied Biomancy. The Demise might actually be better. I'm not quite sure. This seems like you could probably get some nice tricks out of it. Let's see, how hard is it to actually get like a 2-for-1 out of it? I guess not so bad. The bounce definitely can enable a 2-for-1 if you bounce a double blocker, you bounce a token. I guess not quite a 2-for-1, but you can bounce something they've invested mana in, like a like an adapt creature. Seems reasonable. Okay, Font of Agonies. How legit is that in Limited? I'm trying to think how often you actually pay life. Not that often. We have Sphinx, which has this double white that I'm not sure that I want to have to try to cast. We have Final Payment, and we have Cynic Griffin. Maybe it's just Cynic Griffin to go with these two? I mean, I think the Sphinx is better, but the Sphinx is hard to cast. So we like just take this. Looks like maybe we're leaning away from this. And we look something like that. Okay. So, Sky Tether can be good in the right deck. I'm not sure that Simic necessarily can make the best use of it, though. Azurius Night Arbiter, I think, is pretty solid. I think Growth Spiral looks really good. I don't know if it's as good as I want it to be, but I think it seems pretty good. Maybe I take it here. Try it out. Because, I mean, we're looking at, like, what? Night Arbiter, Sky Tether, Growth Spiral. I think that those are all better than Territorial War. There's nothing here that, like, combos per se with this. There's nothing that has counters. So, I think we're looking at Night Arbiter or Growth Spiral, and Growth Spiral's the cheaper card. So, there. Talked myself into it. Godless Shrine, not necessarily likely to be played here. Regenesis, I did see you cast it against me and it was frustrating, but I do think it might be a little bit expensive. We could just take the Guildgate or we could take Slimebind. I think we might actually just take the Guildgate here. My fixing was kind of poor last time because I didn't prioritize them high enough, I don't think. Okay. Another Night Arbiter. Maybe I'm missing out here. It actually kind of seems like white is open, which is a bit of a shame because these are going to be hard to cast if I am in like a base white deck. But we could take Night Arbiter. We could take... What do I think about Stony Strength? I mean, it puts a counter on something, but it seems so mediocre. And then we have the 4-drop, which is actually pretty decent. I guess I'll try the Knight, even though this was the cheaper card. Okay, we have Gate Colossus, we have a Guild Gate, we have Prying Eyes. I think we'll just take the Guild Gate. It seems like some combination of Bant is maybe on the table here. I don't know that you play Growth Spiral if the green is a splash, but you can probably play Biomancy fine. Okay, I think Skitter Eel seems... Gosh, we're getting a whole ton of 4-drops again. Does this format just have a ridiculous number of 4-drops? Because I already have one, and then I was looking at Skitter Eel, and I'm like, maybe Sphinx is inside. I think Skitter Eel's the right choice here. And then Syndicate Messenger, like, yeah, that's okay too. All 4s, right? I think Skitter Eel's the choice, though. Duelist actually seems totally reasonable. So I guess we'll go ahead and take that. I guess I could see Orator being reasonable. So right now we could like punt this out and then we have a reasonable Bant deck started here. Doesn't have to be that way though. Like we could easily switch back to being... Yeah, actually it would take almost nothing to switch back to being Simic base. I don't know if you splash this, but it is splashable. I guess it's more likely I want this. I mean, Carrying Imp is clearly the better card. I mean, none of this is that interesting. As far as 4-drops go, that doesn't seem so great. I guess it's fine. This is Amperin Tactician, I guess, essentially. I'm sure that was not the first card with these stats and ability, but... Ooh, that actually kind of seems like a late Slimebind, for instance. So yeah, I could easily swing either Azurius or Simic base here, and I have some fixing to back myself up. Ooh, that's kind of a late Arrestor Seal. Not something I'd splash, but if I do end up base Azurius, then I'm basically just having to push out Growth Spiral right now. Okay, what do we get? Oh, no Revival Revenge. It's not bad. It's not what I'm taking here, but it's not bad. So let's see. Bulrak Clan Crusher, I do think looks like it could be good with stuff like Skitter Eel or Lizrog. Essence Capture works nicely with things like Shark to Crab. Is that the right one? The one that freezes things when you put counters on it. Or like the Biomancer that loots when you put counters on it. Things like that, right? I might even actually take it here. It's possible that that's the right choice. Cinegriffin and Shimmer are both kind of fine. Oh, it's probably actually Titanic Brawl. This is probably actually the right choice. It does put me heavily, or more heavily, I guess, toward green. So Precognitive Perception does seem pretty decent. I might take it. The Admonition seems pretty good too. And that's kind of, I guess, what I'd be looking at here. I guess I'm interested in the Perception. Perception, not... It's Precognitive Perception. And I still haven't really had to commit. Let's say that I'm more likely to... No, Titanic Brawl is totally splashable as well. I really haven't gotten a clear signal whether I should be main green or main white, although I think that it's pretty clear that blue has been open. I think Brawl is probably a fine splash. I don't think I would splash Zeal. I don't exactly have a ton of stuff with ooh. These are two powerful Simic cards. Anything else here that's incredible? Kinda no. I guess Scorchmark is pretty decent. Yeah, but I guess Summary Judgment is pretty decent, and Cynic Griffin is too, but I think these are definitely the more powerful cards, and I think we would just take the 4-drop over the 5-drop. So I think that kind of finally maybe pushes me hard in another direction. That means, I do like Bellhaunt, but it means that here I probably take Steeple Creeper, and then lean toward the green. So I think that just means this. It's not so bad. Ooh, Aeromunculus, I think is kind of exactly the type of thing that I'm missing here. So let's go ahead and put one of these in. Now it feels like the Simic is flowing a little bit. I don't know that Night Arbiter is worth splashing just for that. So I might just end up not, depending on how the rest of this goes. So let's see, things that generate counters right now are just Aeromunculus, Skitter Eel. What are we taking here? Eyes Everywhere doesn't seem amazing. Seems maybe okay, but I don't know. It's the type of card I think I'd have to play with. I don't think I'm into another 5-drop either, though. And Slimebind is, I think, a pretty decent card, but I already have one, and I'm not sure I want another one this early. So then the question is, do I take something like Brush Strider, which doesn't seem great, but I guess it's fine. Another Lizrog. A Prying Eyes or a Wrecking Beast. My ability to cast a 7-drop seems pretty low. I already have Precognitive Perception. Gosh. I don't know, I'm having so much trouble saying that. Which I think just does a better job of what Prying Eyes is trying to do, and there's only so much card draw you can have. I guess I could take another Lizrog, but feels like maybe I'm a bit heavy on this effect already. So Biogenic seems potentially actually really good. It is an expensive and conditional spell, though. I could just be taking something like Cynic Courier or Cynic Courier, Cynic Griffin, or Cynic Guildgate. Of which I'd probably take, I don't know, what, the Courier right now? But I'm kind of interested to see how the upgrade works. Then Essence Scatter, or Essence Capture comes back, so I think that is what I want over Shimmer. And then Admonition comes back as well. I think that's probably what I want too. Mammoth Spider are actually pretty decent, but I think the Admonition's correct here. We might play a 2-3 reach in this deck. It's possible. So let's say, I guess let's sideboard this. Let's say that we're not going to splash just for Night Arbiter. See how things look right now. My low end is not great. I definitely need some more stuff down here. I guess probably here. This deck probably doesn't have tons of good 2-drops, right? I don't feel like I've gotten a lot of like super strong Simic cards, unfortunately. And my creature count feels low. I guess maybe I'm more interested in this than another Slimebind. Although I'm not really interested in another 5 that much. If it doesn't have the same name... Okay. I think what I really want, though, is like Gyre Engineer. All of this top end kind of does make me want ramp, and there isn't much ramp available in this set, it didn't look like. The Engineer might be the best way to go about that. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. It's possible I might play the walls as well, maybe? I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather have something like the Sauropod, the Common Adapt Bear, or something like that in this 2-drop slot. Kind of by quite a bit, but I could probably make myself okay with playing the wall. I don't know that I'd play 2 of these. The rest of this all seems pretty okay, but I do need to focus on creatures. Incubation Incongruity seems okay, but not great. The Wayfinder might just be better. I mean, Quench is maybe okay, but not necessarily what I want. I could see a Bring to Trial in the sideboard, but I'm not going to take it here. So yeah, I think we just take Wayfinder. Okay, so Territorial Boar. How much stuff do I have that triggers that? Like, nothing, actually? Do I actually literally have nothing? Yeah, that's not even a replacement effect. So yeah, I have nothing to trigger that. The Rinthorn does seem okay, but I don't really need more 5s. I guess more Skitter Eels could be okay. I guess I could also potentially take something like the Sphinx of the Guild Pact, just as a finisher, but I don't know that I can stall that well in this deck, honestly, to like play a 7-drop flyer. It's probably like Skitter Eel, right? No, probably this actually needs to be Boar. Just because I have so few creatures down here. And then this can be either Gift of Strength or Cynic Griffin, and I think Cynic Griffin's just better anyway, and I need the creatures. 4-drop isn't really where I want to be, but I think I'm past the ability to be that choosy. So now we have some white cards that are actually pretty good. We have both Angelic Exaltation and Law Mage's Binding. I think either could actually be pretty good in this deck. I wonder which one is better. It's hard to say. Law Mage's Binding is just a very powerful spell, in that it basically removes almost anything. This, however, could actually make me win games. I think maybe that's the right choice here. Gatebreaker I don't think is going to do like anything for me. No, it's not. The Scuttle Gator I guess could be a way to close the game out. I do have a ramp creature. So here we could take another Duelist or another Skitter Eel. I'm tempted to just take another skitter eel, just so that I have more stuff that generates counters. I guess I could also get my bring to trial here. That's probably actually the best. So if I'm already splashing Exaltation, I probably do play the Night Arbiter, because I think the Night Arbiter is better than some of this stuff. This could be Mammoth Spider, it could be Shimmer or Quench. I'm up at 16 creatures now, but Mammoth Spider is actually pretty good. So my feeling is maybe I take like the Humongulous out, not the Perception, and then bring in maybe the Spider. I wouldn't mind the Shimmer, but another Brawl possibly? Over the Wall? Yeah, I think the Brawl's probably better. I get my Quench anyway. So here I could take... Gosh, there's actually several things that are good for me. It might just need to be Guildgate, even though I wouldn't mind either of these. Yeah, let's just take the Guildgate. Play it a little bit safe. I don't think Portal does anything for me, really. I guess there could be like a really slow matchup where I want Prying Eyes. I don't want any of this, and I'm assuming I'm not going to get anything else. So I don't think that I got there. I think I'm missing a lot of what seem to be like the good Simic cards. Even like good Simic commons. So I think I was definitely fighting with somebody, which is unfortunate. I'd hoped that me passing the CCDD Azurius card might have kind of opened up the way a little bit for me, but it doesn't seem like it did. So what are we not playing? We're only at 26, so we have to cut... We're definitely playing 17 here, so we're cutting 3. Maybe we don't need to play... Gosh, I kind of like most of this. I guess 2 of the Lizrogs is maybe too much, because I don't have a lot of stuff that generates counters. And then 15 creatures is probably about as low as I want to go. So then we end up cutting... Maybe Slimebind isn't the best. And maybe 2 Brawls is too many? No, my removal's pretty light. Brawl's probably actually fine. Do I have creatures big enough to fight, though? I mean, Skitter Eel post-adapt. These guys can... It doesn't seem great in this deck, though. I don't just have big stuff. So maybe I need to rely more on stuff like the bounce from these type spells. Okay. Then I play both of these. As far as white sources, I probably need something like 4 at least, for sure. So that's 2 here. 5 would be even better. Let's see how I like what they suggested. For green sources, this would then be 6, which is a bit low. And blue sources, this would be 9, which is probably something I can't afford. So this is 795. I probably need to make it 4. This makes it 894. That's probably correct. I have Wayfinder that can kind of help with fixing if I need it. Okay. I guess this is a thing. But yeah, I don't think this is a very good version of the Simic deck. The Sauropod and the 2-slot, any of the things that like have an effect when you put counters on them. I think that the ones I'm thinking of are all available at uncommon. Is Shark to Crab even the card that I'm thinking of? Yes, Shark to Crab is the card I'm thinking of. Something like that. It just doesn't really seem like I'm going to be able to pay off the Lizrog very well. Okay, but let's see what we can do with this. At the very least, we probably learned something interesting about the format. Okay, so here we have a fine hand, I guess. Not amazing. My opponent has mulled 2-6, kept, and bottomed. Okay. Coming out the gate swinging, huh? So I'm probably just going to play the gate. I don't think I even have 1-drops in this deck. Unfortunately, against an aggressive red deck, I'm not convinced that this engineer is going to survive. That makes it even harder. It means this thing can't die. Okay. Interesting. They are going for it. This probably actually means I want to play this because it actually does block. The engineer seems so likely to die. Okay, let's play this. I have a path to 4 already to get this griffin down, which will kind of hold things better. So the question is, does this die immediately? I don't really want to trade my 3-drop for their 1-drop. Wow. This apparently is a thing. I assumed that this ability was happening. It is. Okay. So I think I'm going to have to trade my 3-drop for their 1-drop, which does suck. And what do we find? Boar. I guess boar's fine, just in that it's a creature that can block 1/1s. Wonder how many of these gatherings they have. So obviously just like a scorch mark becomes pretty terrible for me. That works too. This is definitely becoming a problem. Okay, so now we have Boar and Applied Biomancy. Problem is, I'm just gonna die. I might need to Applied Biomancy just to keep one of these from swinging. This Dodger is going to be a hassle. Whoa. That has to have been a mistake. They already paid for the ability. Huh. Okay. So I guess now we play you. My mana is not lined up the best. And say go. Five mana for a 4/4 haste. Yep. Okay. I think I'm just under too much pressure here. I mean, you should just full attack, right? You get 2 just off this. That puts me at 3. I'm forced to block this, and the other 2 get in for free if I want to double block. I think that was a mistake. So here they'll kill the Aeromonculus. Okay. What does Wayfinder find? Gilgate, Skitter Eel, Brush... Ooh, Brush Strider's what we want. That's actually a good draw. And we'll play this. Okay. I need a way to deal with this, is the problem. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have actually applied Biomancy to make one of these bigger before it attacked. That's interesting, to keep this from trading, or from triggering. I didn't even really think about it. Okay. Yep, so I take 2, which is a lot. Maybe I should have gotten a land, although it really needed to be an untapped land, because then I could actually block. Because the problem is that this is going to put me really close to just like dying to this. In fact, maybe I have to do it now. With this mana. Instead of the life game. I do have a defender. Oh, I kind of forgot about this. Okay. It has vigilance, sure. Okay. So, you can take me to 2 if you don't have any relevant cards in your hand. I mean, sorry, take me to 1. Okay. This is going to become then just a race against this. Can they find something to put counters on something? Okay. So, like, any riot creature is a big issue. This does take some of the pressure off, which is nice. But not, like, all the pressure by any means. So I probably just want to flash the Duelist. Yeah, probably. I might bring in, like, the Orator against them. Okay, that doesn't really change the math. Okay. So. This is my only, like, evasive creature. I could just go ahead and put a ton of counters on it. If they have something like a Scorch Mark, I get super blown out. What are my other options? I could put... Maybe I just want to put counters on stuff so they can attack through 4/4s. So let's go ahead and cast this. So I get to put, if I do it that way, I can put 2 counters on 3 creatures. In which case, I guess we put them something like here, here, here. I can just adapt the Scuttle Gator to put counters on it. Okay. So now the question is, what do I attack with? Can I afford to attack with some of this stuff? Maybe. So I think I can probably attack with the Boar and the Duelist. They have something anti-flyer stuff? Okay, so they're going to get to... Oh, shit. That's a problem. Okay, so they get to eat a creature. And they can use this ability to do 2 damage somewhere. Which could take this out. Wait, they're going to use it right now? That's an error. Oh, okay, they wanted that damage to wear off almost certainly, right? Okay, I continue to survive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's just attack with my flyer. This does put me so close to dead. I might have to get bold. I hate getting bold. But I'm dead to a lot of stuff. That's not one of them. Okay, let's adapt this. Got a big ol' 9/9. Does not remove defender. Okay, that could be useful. I don't think I can make any type of big attack though, right? Like this must be blocked, but that lets this attack. Yeah, I think I just keep attacking with the flyer. Okay, go ahead. Drawing a creature and letting me counter it would be pretty good, because that even speeds this clock up if I put the counter on the Duelist. That's not something I can counter, and it's also something I'm dead to. Okay. After all that, well, you're probably actually dead, right? So I attack with everything. They, in the air, go down to 5. So that means that they have to block this, this, and this, for instance. They could even block, actually they could just let this through. So yeah, they have to block these 3. I have everything tapped. And then they have plenty. Yeah, all they have to do is attack. Dang it. I thought I was actually going to claw back after they made a few errors. I got excited. Quench might be okay. I actually think that Orator might be okay. And then I take out... Brawl doesn't seem great. Well, actually, I can kind of kill... I mean, their creatures aren't very good, but I can kill them all with Brawl. I wonder what that means. I think Admonition is fine here. I think Exaltation is maybe bad. Basically, all my creatures outsize there, so the Brawl actually doesn't seem bad. Maybe we don't need, like, Spiral. And maybe we don't need... Biomancy actually doesn't seem great. Bouncing their creatures isn't too useful, except for the tokens. I might need to bring in a little bit more white. I only have 4 white sources. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I can. I think I just have to say go. Okay, I will play first. I will definitely keep this hand, even though it doesn't really do anything. But I have 3 lands in all 3 colors. I can't even cast the Capture, unfortunately, right now. Well, now I can cast it, but I can't put the counter on anything. I just need to draw a creature. I don't think I counter that. I might counter this, though. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature, yeah. We're countering that. Shame I don't get the, Oh, this isn't a creature. For some reason, this looks like a creature. The art looks so much like a creature. And Cinder Vines kind of sounds like a creature. This is an enchantment. I need to draw something, please. Well, now they probably know I have Essence Capture. I really thought this looked like a creature. Okay, I'll counter that now. Okay, this has slowed down quite a bit. It's not bad. This also makes it to where I don't really want Exaltation. I need to draw non-lands. How about that? Can we work on that? Attack for 1 on turn 4 is a very different game than last time. Nothing. Okay. That's not a bad draw. So let's play Mr. Knight Arbiter. Okay. Doesn't attack through Caretaker, unfortunately. Oh, wait, no, it can't be blocked. It attacks through whatever I want. So next turn I can play the Scuttlegator. Oh, what is this? The 4/4. Probably becomes a 5/5. Okay. So Scuttlegator can block that, though. Okay, go ahead. Not bad. So let's just attack. And then what do I want to do? Lizrog doesn't really do anything on this board, so I guess we can just start with Wayfinder. It does make it to where I can't cast Perception, but I guess that's fine. Okay. Upgrade actually would have been kind of nice. So I guess we just have to draw Duelist now. I don't really need the Guild Gate. Oh, I guess I could have just drawn... That is an option, right? Yeah, I should have actually just drawn nothing. That would have been the much better play. I think we chill on Brawl. Okay, go ahead. That's not bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack here. Ooh, what you got? Volley. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. I don't need to, like, fight or anything first. Yeah, so this just dies. That's fine. And not like that. Like that. Okay. Shame I can't adapt at the end of the turn, but... So they have one card in hand. If it's Pump or something, the Brawl on the Rinthorn is really bad. But I think at this point I'd probably try it, right? I want this to be able to attack cleanly. Is it Pump? It was Pump! They do just mutually annihilate each other, though, so it's not as bad as it could have been. Okay. Okay, so I can't adapt and use the Mystic, unfortunately. But, I think here we're just gonna... full attack, I guess? The Wayfinder is a shame, because what they can do is they can, like, block this and then kill the Wayfinder, but it's going to happen regardless, I guess. Like, there's no way that I'm going to keep this from dying forever, and this is just a 1 toughness. Oh, that's not how you should have done it. So now I can hold Frilled Mystic counter, and if I don't need it, then I adapt. Okay. Anything else I want to change? I don't think so. There's no actual targets. I have no enchantments or artifacts in here, so Cinder Vines can't sack itself for anything. They don't have any flyers, so I don't have to care about like volley or reach. They do have a little bit of pump, so maybe like the Biomancy is not terrible. Although I do already have like the admonition. I think this is probably just correct. Let's see what we can do. What I wish I had was a little bit of enchantment removal, but I don't actually have any. The only thing I can think of offhand is Bring to Light. That's not what it's called, is it? That sounds like a Shadows over Innistrad card. Exposed to Light? I think it's Exposed to Light. There has to be some type of green naturalize-y effect, though, right? I can't think of one. Maybe one of the brawls out for a Biomancy in. They're not quite as low to the ground as I thought they might be. So like, maybe this is better. Gosh, they're taking a long time with sideboard. I wonder if they're like dramatically changing something. I don't remember how long they took sideboarding the other game. I didn't notice it. So I don't know that they like sided out of their 1 power plan. Yeah, this looks fine. 2 Guild Gates is slightly slow. I don't actually have any creatures, huh? But I think it's fine. Okay, they found a mountain. Fair enough. Another non-creature. Okay. Something else in your instep? Yeah, probably not, right? I could hold Quench, or I could just get this down. It's probably more important to get this down, honestly. As much as I would like to hold the Quench. Let's hope I don't regret that too much. I regret that a little bit. That's basically the card that this was for. Okay. Huh. Okay. I do need some creatures. I could just admonition right now to draw a card. Or I could hold the counter. Let's hold the counter and then maybe admonition at the end of the turn. Maybe I can even like catch the equip cost. I know that I missed the addendum, but that seems okay here. Okay. I guess I could even use the Biomancy to bounce if I really wanted to. Okay, what is this? That one. Okay, so we will counter that. So we quench this. Would have rather quenched the other one. Okay. Creature I can't draw. Or play. So let's go ahead and just admonition this. Okay, I can play it next turn, worst case. Okay, comes back, and what else do you have? Something scary? Not really. Okay. So let's get this board under control. And then we can maybe hold Essence Capture and Biomancy. I can't really do that. Because I don't have triple blue. Okay, that's irritating, but we can deal with it. I'd like to have Biomancy together with Essence Capture. Means I'm probably going to end up taking a hit off that. Now I have both. Okay. So I could play Scuttlegator. That is a possibility. Or I could hold Capture Biomancy. I think I like that plan better. So let's just say go. They might try to do something with the shield, in which case I might want the bounce. Not that I'm really that worried about getting milled or something. Okay, attack with everything would be pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's go to blocks. Let's block here. And let's Biomancy. Do you have tricks? Colossus. Okay, so now we're gonna have to do this slightly differently, unfortunately. wanted to bounce this, but I think I probably can't now. So yeah, we'll just say this, you get 1/1, although it doesn't matter, and bounce this creature. Okay. So now I take some damage, and you recast the creature would be fine with me. Yeah. Okay. So, they now have a 5/5 that I can hold back. I think I'm probably just interested in Scuttlegator here, right? They have no cards in hand. The best thing they're going to be able to do is just try to, I can probably just attack, right? I think so. I think I'm totally fine to attack here. They have no cards. They have to draw something relevant. That removes a 6/6, which is pretty hard for them, actually. So if they're just going to do something like that, that's fine. I assume they're not going to attack. They're going to try to mill me now. So now I just have to erase that. So, biogenic upgrade is probably how we want to do this. How exactly we distribute it's a slightly different question, but so this will put 2 here and make it 8. This will put 4 here and make it 8. That's probably what we want to do, right? Means they can both attack through that. It also, I guess regardless of how I do it, I have lethal. So they're going to have to block with this. Apparently I can't add. It's 9. Okay, so that puts me at 7. This puts me at 3. So, I mean, like, Gift of Strength does kill me. Okay. So I just need to not have you have Pump. What was that? Oh, Goblin Gathering. A little frustrating. Because now I have... oh, gosh. Why did they not attack? Oh, why did they concede? They could have put me at 3 and then have me basically dead. Why has this game not gone away? I have won the game, correct? What is up? Okay. Well, I think that they conceded too early there. That was a pretty good draw on that board. But I guess we live to fight on. Definitely play first. This hand is unacceptable. This hand is fine. What do you think, Parn? Also mold of 6, keeping it fair, huh? Whoa, mold of 5. I don't need that. And they top. Okay, so let's just get this gate down. Say go. Okay, let's just flash this in. And next turn I have Griffin. They're hitting their land drops fine. Gosh, another Goblin Gathering deck, huh? I wonder if they also have the, whatever it's called. So let's go ahead and attack. Yeah, I'll take Night Arrester. Is there anything that does 1? Yeah, there's like a Spectacle card that does 1. I think I'm fine with this. I don't need to do anything weird while I'm tapped out. This one. Oh no, not that one. This is the Phyrexian Rager. Really? Huh. Didn't expect that. I'm fine with it though. Seems like my opponent's drawn fine out of their mold of 5. Okay. So we just attack here. And we're hitting them for 6. They're dead next turn. We could just like brawl right now to kill the Trumpeteer if we wanted. Okay. Wait, that doesn't work. It has to be this one. Now they don't get a chance to pump or anything. Okay. So, another deck of small things, huh? This does mean that maybe Orator becomes good again. And maybe Brawl's okay again. And we take out the Biomancy again. Actually, maybe we take out the Admonition. Maybe the Biomancy is just better bounce against this opponent, since I can use it to mess up combat tricks a little bit easier. If they were playing like big stuff, I think Admonition might become better, but do we want what was the other thing I was thinking about? I don't remember. Did I already put in whatever I was thinking about? Huh. I was thinking about Orator and one other thing, but I don't remember what the other thing was. I do think Quench is a reasonable spell, but I don't know that I really want it against them until I see something like Cavalcade. Yeah, okay. I think this looks fine. This hand is fine. Can't cast the Essence Capture. They mold more. 6 and bottom. Orator into steeple chaser. Steeple creeper seems like an okay curve here. Unless this is dying. Haste, huh? I might just block actually. Because I'm not going to be able to block it like profitably for a while. And I don't really want them to get a ton of value, so I think we'll actually just do this. Like, if this was something that could block profitably there, I would have made a different choice, but this is all 2 toughness up until 5. Carnage. Okay, so we're going to discard, I guess, some double blue cards. So, Essence Capture and Mystic? Yeah, okay. Do need to find some more land. Okay. 6/5, huh? Let's see what's coming up. Would I like an Aeromonculus? I don't know. Do I want an Aeromonculus? I'm going to say probably not. I probably just want to find land, right? Can't really attack. I don't believe I'm going to be double blocking this. That seems bad. And I can race 6 for 7, I guess. Of course, I imagine that math is going to change. The math has changed. Okay. So if we play Mammoth Spider, I can trade somewhat profitably. Okay, moment of truth, I guess. Is this a attacks each turn if able, covering up a combat trick? No? Okay, fine with that. Okay. We're still doing alright here. Duelist, huh? That could do some work. Yeah, let's just attack with Griffin and hold Duelist, even though it's not the most mana efficient play. But I can't Perception anyway. And Lizrog's just a 3/3 trample for 5 right now, which isn't that great. Okay, commit please. Is this going to go exactly like I want? Or do you have something to mess it up? Okay, that was pretty good. Okay. So right now, I can attack you for exactly 8. You can pump this. Let's say you have another land. You can pump this twice and make it 5, 6, and I go to 2. I think I'm probably just going to play no value Lizrog, attack with Griffin, and have lethal next turn. Okay, go ahead. So they have one card in their hand. Okay. Interesting, since it appears that I just win in the air. Okay. And into the finals with what I think is a very mediocre Simic deck. So I haven't gotten to see Exaltation yet. I do think maybe Quench is main deckable. I guess like my instants and sorceries are actually pretty good. I do feel like I'm missing some important creatures. But I mean, the fact that I'm like not playing all the brawls or biomancies that I have. But I don't think I really want to go much below 15 creatures. Yeah. I mean, we have another situation where I need double blue, but this could be okay. Maybe I need to swap a forest for an island just because essentially essence capture exists. Opponent has mulled to 6 and kept and topped. What is this? That's Sliver Queen? I guess I don't really know what Sliver Queen looks like. This looks like some type of weird dead bird. Okay. That's not bad. So I'll have Frilled Mystic next turn, and I have Essence Capture this turn. Pontiff. Let's go ahead and do that. Put a counter here. Okay. So I guess we're just going to hold Mystic, right? Well, I guess we're going to cast this then. What's your follow-up? Okay. So you are gaining a lot of life, that's for sure. So I think we're definitely just going to play the Brush Strider, hold the Aromancy, and then attack. How? I guess we just attack full, right? If they go to trade, then I bounce this. No. I'm thinking of the wrong spell. I have to bounce this. Yeah, I think I just attack in the air. Ooh, Esper. Senate Guild Mage. That's a good one. Nothing? Okay. I don't have white this time. So let's attack with everything? No. Maybe. Yeah, let's attack with everything. I can always bounce this. Okay, this is kind of how I wanted this to go. So you get 1/1, you get bounced. That's basically exactly how I was hoping that would go. And I'm drawing pretty live. Ah, 4/4. Okay. So, well, that's perfect. Okay. They agree that that was kind of perfect. So, this is kind of a different matchup. What is important here? The bounce seemed good, but I'm not sure if it's good enough to like bring in Applied Biomancy number 2. I could see maybe Quench coming in, just because I guess I like Quench. Is there anything that needs to come out? How about that? I think Exaltation's actually fine against them. What do I think about Brawl against them? Seems okay, I guess. Not amazing. Like, maybe I'd rather have another Applied Biomancy over the Brawl. Okay. That seems okay. Gosh, I cannot get over this looking like a dead bird. Yeah, this hand is fine. They have mulligan to 6, kept, and topped. Okay. So this is only if... Oh, okay, so it's kind of like Spectacle, but it's not Spectacle. So I can't say that. Well, as much as I'd like to get the Guild Gate in here, I don't think I can. attempt to ambush this Gutterbones. Success? Okay. And no follow-up. I'm still not going to get this Guild Gate down, because I think the Aeromunculus is much better than the taking the turn off. And I might have taken the turn off for the Brush Strider, or I guess instead of casting the Brush Strider, but I think the Aeromunculus is good enough that they have red as well, huh? Maybe I'm just never going to cast this Guild Gate. Or play this Guild Gate. Let's just go for it. Okay. I don't really have any value for holding this stuff. I could bluff, but I don't think bluffing's really what I need to be doing right now. We're probably just going to play Growth Spiral, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Kind of looks like I might have Frilled Mystic, I guess. Well, creatures you control get 1/1. Creatures your opponents control get -1. Interesting. I can pretend that I have Quench, I guess. Oh. Okay. Well, 2 for 2 trophies? Kind of weird. I drew Night Arbiter. Did they think it was a counter? I mean, this obviously wasn't a great play right now. I'm assuming it's all they had, but was that Gutterbones really what they kept? I guess they did Mole, but they did Top. Maybe they were just trying to get decent mana. But yeah, I think my last deck was a lot better, but it did not... I only dropped 1 game here. I think that these opponents, honestly, were maybe not as experienced as my opponents in the last run. I feel like this person definitely conceded early. But yeah, I guess I learned a little bit about the Simic deck. Maybe this deck's actually better than I thought it was, but it does feel like it's missing some role players. I'm sure that we will put Simic through its paces better as this format evolves. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching.